So we had a couple that we wanted to talk about, but you guys read an article or an excerpt from an article about Pride Month. This was a couple of weeks back, and they used the phrase biological parents, which always just boils my blood. This phrase. Now, I have an adopted daughter who's not a biological relation to me, and when people come with this phrase, like that it's important that children be raised by their biological parents, I get angry at that because I feel like they're saying that I am less her dad or she's less my daughter because we're not biologically related. And I mean, we are sealed by the priesthood. She is legally my daughter, and so if you come at me with this biological parent to tell me that she's not my daughter, you're going to come back with a stump. Don't do that. And so my question is, I know that Matt and Sean, you both have experience in your family with adoption. I'm interested to hear your experiences. And then I guess the question would be, to which circle of hell will God send those who insist that biological parents are better than adopted parents?
Well, just to be clear, I think people misread the proclamation to the world on the family, because I don't think it says in there anywhere that biological parents are better than not biological parents, right?
Correct. It does not say that.
Yeah. So I think that this is a mistake that members of our church commonly make, where they say, look, biology matters. And I think it's probably because they're trying to find a logical reason why same-sex couples don't make as good of parents as heterosexual couples. But there's no evidence to support that idea.
And Levi, I honestly have never heard a member of our church make that argument. And maybe I'm ignorant.
Oh.
I've never heard it. But again, I live in California, so maybe that is.
I've heard general authorities make that argument. That's why I don't want to talk about what circle of hell they'll go to, because I don't want to criticize it. But yes,
general authorities. Well, they won't say it to me because I'm heterosexual. They won't say it to me because I'm married to a woman. But I don't like them using it against, I don't like them using that phrase to exclude anybody. I feel excluded by it, and I don't like them excluding gays.
I mean, it's a hard argument to make in the church, right? The whole nature of Christ's church family is half at least through adoption, right? There's the chosen people who live in the covenant, and the idea at one point for people was, well, if you're not a member of the family, then you're not in it. But then Christ threw that completely away and said, no, adoption into the house of Israel is the point. Like, we're all a member of the family. There's no. So, I mean, in principle, at least, there's no leg to stand on in the church for anyone to make that argument.
I recently became an empty nester, and so I'm at this stage of life where I sort of look back, and we had really hard times when the kids were at home, and they're out of the house now, and I'm sort of enjoying having them not around. And it's not to say we won't have our problems in the future, but this was it was actually just yesterday. I was sitting in the temple just thinking about how happy I am about my life and my kids and all of that stuff, and I realized every single one of my children is a miracle. My wife was only ever pregnant one time, and that's with our daughter. And our sons always say, oh, she's the miracle baby. But the truth is, each of our sons that we adopted were all miraculous processes